In this video, I'll show you how to assemble a beautiful spring or summer house with the everyday city holiday products. Let's jump right in. I have my parts and pieces ready, and for this house, I wanted to use pattern paper. I've seen some really cool houses online, like photos of houses, where are there florals painted on the front of the house, and I kind of wanted to mimic that. And I thought I could create or recreate that look with the help of pattern paper. So I searched my stash for something suitable. I found this beautiful print. This is from one of the paper packs on the Spellbinders website. I'm not sure if it's still available, but basically if you want to recreate this, you'll need to look for something with a small enough pattern. A big pattern would probably not work here because it would kind of get lost. That's my reasoning. So I used my City Holiday main building die and I cut this out. I know this doesn't look like much right now because it just looks like a rectangle, but if I flip it to the back, you can see that there are window placements pressed into the paper. And as I tilt this in the light, I can see the placement for each element. I've also already die cut all of the pieces because I kind of needed to settle on the color combination. And what I have here is I have sage. This is Simon Says Stamp Sage color. Beautiful green. Spellbinders used to have this green in their color essential cardstock line, but they don't have it in the color wheel cardstock line. So I wasn't able to use Spellbinders cardstock, but this Simon Says Stamp Sage is just the perfect shade. I'm also using this coral color. This is from Spellbinders, and this particular color is, well, it is called coral. There you go. So I'm combining the sage and coral color combination. I have a little bit of blush happening here for the gallery window. And I also have a little bit of yellow. Not entirely sure about the yellow. Maybe I will switch to blush for the flowers. We will see. I die cut the awnings for these windows, but I'm not going to have an awning for every window because when you add one to every window, it kind of starts to get a little bit crowded, a little bit too much. I want to alternate awnings with flower boxes. So 3 windows will have the awnings and then 3 other windows will have the flower boxes. Now to create the windows themselves, I used white cardstock and then I die cut a solid layer from vellum. So you can see once I layer the vellum over the pattern paper, it kind of mutes it. And it looks much better this way, I think. So I really, really like this. Okay, to adhere the windows, sometimes I like to pop my windows up. Other times I just use glue. And in this case, I am just using glue. Now I'm, again, tilting my paper in the light to see those markings left by the die on the paper for where to place my windows. If you're adding rectangular windows, you would also look for the bottom indentation and line up the bottom, like the windowsill, with the indentation, and that's how you would place your rectangular windows on this die cut. Okay, so let's go ahead and add the rest of the windows. So I added the larger windows. I've also recut the flowers from chiffon cardstock because I feel like that works kind of better here. You can see chiffon blends better. There's no yellow in the background, so yellow doesn't really work for this design. I'm just going to add the flower boxes. I have thin foam adhesive squares behind the flower boxes. You can see I have 3 foam squares behind each, and this helps to just pop the flower boxes up on over my windows a little bit. I also have foam adhesive behind the awnings. Here I have regular thickness foam adhesive squares, so these are popped up even more. Now I also die cut some window sills from contrasting color, or from sage color, I should say. And I am going to add those to the windows where I have the awnings. This just helps complete them. Obviously, no need to add those to the windows where we have the flower boxes because the flower boxes are covering those windows, so you can't really see them there. And if you wanted to, you could add a cat inside the window, or, you know, maybe like a tiny little plant or something We don't have a planned die cut in this die set, but if you have other things in your stash, you can add those. Next, I'm going to add the door and the window, the large display window. The door has two parts, two pieces. There's like a door frame, and you can cut that in contrasting color of cardstock, or you can cut it in the same color. I have all of my other examples show a contrasting color of the door frame, but for this door, I wanted to do the same sage color just because it made more sense. And next I have the frame for the display window. This is also cut from sage to tie together with the rest of the colors that I have happening here. Again, I'm looking for the guides on my paper to place this. And I have already foiled the sentiment. I used gold foil, and this one just reads, "Just popping by to say hi." Now for the large window, I have the awning. There's only one type of awning for the large window because the large window is just rectangular. There's no arched option for this one. So this is what it looks like. And I also have a large flower box with the flowers, and these are going to go here like so. One last piece that I have for this card are the stairs, and these go behind or under the door, just like so. I added this building onto a 5x7 top folding card base. I love to make top folding 5x7 cards lately, and I also prefer this card size for the city holiday building because otherwise, if you put it on an A2, there's not much you can add around the building. So that's just my preference for this house. And I wanted to create a floral field behind the house. So I used mini blooms and sprigs die set, and I die cut a whole bunch of flowers. You can see those are teeny tiny flowers, and I just added them all the way around the house, filling the background in. I also added some flower centers, and I created those using the Alt New Gem Sparkles in Mother of Pearl. I used the smallest gem sparkles for that. You could also use gems, or you can even die cut little flower centers from white cardstock, whatever works best for you. The color combination here is very unique for me because I'm not known to use these colors, but I really wanted to try them for this card. This was like an experiment for me. So I have a little bit of chiffon. I use chiffon for the window and for the flowers that are inside the flower boxes, and also for this top layer on some of the die cut flowers. I also have Bellini, beautiful color. I have some of the flowers die cut from Bellini. I have coral. Again, some of the flowers as well as the flower boxes and the stairs are die cut from coral. And then I have peridot and rainforest. Those are my green colors, along with sage, which is a Simon Says stamp cardstock color. Reminder, I have a vellum that I used for the background of my windows. I didn't do any curtains here because, well, I didn't want to clutter this up because it already looks a little bit busy because we have the pattern paper in the background and then we have the flowers. But sometimes, not always, but sometimes I like my cards just like that, a little bit busy with a whole bunch of florals. So this is a look at this project. I hope you enjoyed it. I hope you feel inspired to create. Give it a try. Create an everyday city holiday. Embellish it with other flowers that you might have in your stash and have fun. All supplies I used for this project are listed and linked in the video description below. Love you all. See you again next time. Bye.